in New York City Beach, interviewing Miss O'Keefe here.
That's me.
And so,
We have many
questions.
Many questions.
Many questions. Yes, we have tiny questions. Evelyn has, and I have ginormous
Do you know where they grow their plants and crops?
Actually, I do. Actually, they grow them on top of the roofs because New York is so populated that there isn't enough room for community gardens. So they're called green roofs, and that's where most people who like to grow their own vegetables and things, that's where they grow their produce.
What age were you at when you came the last time you were at the last time you were here in New York City?
Well, I was in 8th grade when I got to go to New York
Was
City.
there anything special going on that day, or anything bad that day?
Well, no, not really. The reason we got to go is because we got to go march in a parade, because I was in band. So we got to go during the 4th of July and go march in a parade in Washington, D.C. So while we were up in the northeastern area, we also got to go ahead and go up to New York because it's totally different from where I grew up.
Cassidy, you want to say anything?
Yeah. Well, I hear they had lots of ice skating and the Broadway shows. Did you see a Broadway show?
I did. Now, I didn't get to go ice skating while I was there because it was during the hottest part of the summer. But we did get to go and see a Broadway. We went to actually see Les Miserables, and that was my very first Broadway that I actually got to go and be a part of, or actually get to go see. And it was pretty amazing.
Do you think it's mostly sunny here?
Well, right now it's pretty sunny.
Yeah.
But I know during the winter time, they get some pretty harsh, cold, very snowy winters.
Yeah, I've seen them with all their big coats, like off of Jessie, how they have a New York City here. I mean, a show from New York City here. Yeah.
Right. So that might actually be something that's actually real coming from a show like that.
Yeah, I think they actually do cast it in New York.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe we'll look and see.
What are most jobs in New York?
Well, there's a lot of different types of jobs, but I know one of their big industries, at least along the coast, is fishing. That's one of their main industries there.
One other question. How many parks and playgrounds do you think there are?
Oh, I don't know, because New York, while it's big, it's not as big as Texas, but I'm assuming that they probably have quite a few parks and
Like a certain
playgrounds
number?
and recreational places.
Question.
How many are there?
1,700
Wow, that's a lot of
1,100
parks.
what?
parks and playgrounds.
No, because when we looked it up, oh.
A lot of
More than
recreational
that,
places in
actually.
New York.
It says more than that.
That's true, they have more than, but that's still a big number, because if you think about here in Weatherford, how many do we have in Weatherford?
Like,
Nowhere near that many, right? We could count them.
Three, four?
We could count them on our hands, so, on all of our fingers, so, big difference.
Did you know that some of New York's space is built off garbage?
I heard something about that, and that's kind of gross if you think about it. Isn't that kind of gross, Cassidy?
yeah,
To think about that their kind of land has
80% of New
Grown.
Yorkers trash go
Did you say 8?
A-T.
80% of New Yorkers' trash
Goes into
use
the ocean.
is dumped. And actually, that's kind of how it used to be, but now a lot of their trash is taken to other states, because New York doesn't have any sort of a
Trash
dump,
outlets.
right, places to put the trash besides in the ocean, which is terrible to think about doing. And so a lot of their trash is actually taken to other states.
Plus, they have so much trash that it's crazy, because I hear that, how much was it in here? It's on here somewhere, it says how much they
Right here.
trash. Yeah, New Yorkers have 12,000 tons of trash daily.
Did you know all of the states in Northeast? How many do you think there are?
I don't really remember. I'd have to actually Think about it for a little while.
I like
How many states are there?
I think it's regions.
In that region. Well, that's a region, right? The Northeast is a region of the United
There would be
States.
New York, New Jersey, Vermont, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine, New Hampshire, and Maryland.
No, it's not New Hampshire. It's New Hampshire.
I'm sorry, I just can't
That's
pronounce
okay.
that. It's all the time.
That's okay. We know what you mean. Any other questions or any other things you want to tell us about
What
New
do
York?
they do for fun?
Oh, for fun? Wow. Well, that's what's kind of cool about New York is there's a lot of things to do in New York because there's so many different types of people that live there, from lots of people from other countries, and so I guess you could say it's kind of an eclectic part of the United States.
I hear that New York is really sporty and stuff. Like what they like to do is they like go to the go jogging, or they go to the zoo and walk around and look all the time. I hear actually, like on Bessie, the little girl Zuri does all of that.
Well,
And-
they have zoos and things just like we have in our metroplex,
Yeah,
right?
and they also go to parks all the time, and they go jogging and.
You already said
Kind of like what we do here. We do a lot of those same things.
Well, not as much. We don't
Yeah.
do jogging that much.
yes.
Maybe
Texas.
you don't do jogging a lot, but some of us
I
might.
don't think I've ever seen anybody out on the streets other than this neighborhood right outside.
Right. But think about our parks. We have parks that have jogging trails, right? Just like they have
Yeah,
in New York.
that-
Our
home.
hometown
They have-
is
they have
actually
that in New York.
Texas, but right now it's amazing here in New York. Don't you think, Cassidy?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything to say else, Cassidy?
Huh?
Anything else to say?
Well, I also hear that. Let me think for a second. You fill in.
Think about some of the landmarks they have there. What are some of the major landmarks, guys, along the Northeast,
The
especially in New York? What's some of the landmarks that they have? Really, really, really famous. Well, most of them are kind of well known.
River.
There's the Mississippi River, but what about this one right here? What is this one? It was given to us by France. It was a gift. She holds it. She holds up a
Oh, the
Torch.
red.
the statue.
The Statue
Statue of Liberty. That's
And
right. That's
do you know
Long
how
Island.
tall
Empire
she is?
State Building.
Do you know how
Empire
tall
State
the
Building.
Statue
Raising
of
your
Liberty
hand,
is?
Cassidy? She was like,
No.
oh.
She's being the Statue of Liberty.
Anyways, do you know how tall the Statue of Liberty is?
No, actually, I don't know. How tall
We
is
did
she?
a lot of research on all of this, so we know a lot of these things. It says that, let's see.
She's 100, I mean, 100,
You're right.
500
151
feet, 1 inch,
inches,
inches, and
46 meters.
We also are hearing about the study of all the Northeast. And in Washington, it says here that in Washington there are 20,000 bodies buried in Washington Square Park alone.
Wow.
Anything else, Cassidy?
Oh,
I think I'm all done.
the ball dropping in New York City, you ever been there?
I've not been to the ball dropping because that only happens during
These papers don't even, we don't even
New
need
Year's,
papers
and I wasn't there
anymore.
during
I'm
that time.
so
So
in the ocean.
glad about it.
Should we throw our papers in the
Because
ocean?
I always watch it every year.
Awesome.
The ball drop.
Should we throw our papers? Should we throw
No,
our papers
actually I don't
in the
because I
ocean?
can't stay up that late.
You can't?
Throw it in the ocean?
Should we throw our
Should
papers
you?
in the ocean?
Wait, should you? That's a good question. Should you throw
Yeah,
your paper
Cassidy,
in the
let's
ocean?
throw them in the
Wait,
ocean.
No, we should not.
Should you
That's
throw your
illegal.
paper in the ocean?
That is illegal.
It is, it's littering, that's right. Which is probably
Thank you.
a big issue up there
Thank
already.
you.
Yes, thank you for coming and learning.
Goodbye,
about
bye.
New York.
Bye bye.
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 Till next time.
Bye bye.